Hello everyone, and welcome to. Oh, does music stop playing? Oh, there it goes. Hello everyone, and welcome to the live stream for May 29th. Just a Rose Online update for, you guessed it, Rose Online. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for coming and watching, guys. We greatly appreciate it. As I mentioned before in my Facebook posts and in the forums, that I do have a special guest. I actually have two special guests with me today. The first one being Genesis.
Hello.
And the second one being Leonis.
Hi.
Leonis was gracious enough to join us, even though he is still feeling a bit under the weather, which is probably my fault, because I was super sick last week, hence me not being on the stream, the community GM stream last week. But yeah, thank you so much, Leonis, for being here, for taking your time after the busy maintenance we just had.
Always happy to be here. And sorry about the random restarts, just something wasn't taking place, and yeah.
Alright. With that, guys, yeah, this stream will just be a quick overview of what's going on with the Rose Online world. And since we do have two of the developers here, you guys can ask pretty much anything, and they'll definitely try to answer it to the best of their ability. So please ask your questions in the Twitch TV chat provided, and if you any one that chats in the Twitch TV chat, whether it be a question or you're just saying hi or you're just calling me fat, you have a chance of winning a prize. So be on the lookout for your inbox once the stream is over, and you'll know if you've won a prize. So yes, and as we said before, PD Fisher, Leonis is here.
Yes, I'm sick.
Yes, he's sick, but he is so humbling that he's here to answer your questions.
No, not faking. Not faking.
That cough just proved it right there. Okay, and once again, I apologize. I'm about like almost close to an hour late about the stream, but the Requiem stream started off a bit late if you guys were watching, and I had to set everything up. So we'll still try to do like a 30-minute to an hour stream for you guys, depending on the questions and whatnot. But yes,
5 hours.
5-hour stream. I need to use the restroom, but who cares? let's just go with it. So the first thing I kind of want to go over was just the maintenance, kind of like I did last week, guys. And if you want to join me too, or be on camera, you can see us in Adventure Planes, myself and Genesis. We are on Leonis, so feel free to come by and wave hello or do whatever you want. Back on topic. The first thing I want to mention is just the maintenance that we had today, guys. We pretty much removed just a lot of item all items and added in the Wings of Despair box. So that Wings of Despair box will only be there for about a week. So if you've been eyeing that those wings, please purchase them within this week, because next week we will be putting in another random box for you to achieve. With that, and there are also some patch notes as well, but you can head to our forums. We'll provide the link in the Twitch TV chat for you to check that out, to kind of mull over that. And also, if you have any questions about the latest patch notes, I'm sure Leonis or Genesis can definitely answer those questions for you as well. Yay. Alright, so the next topic, I'm just going to go through these, as, I don't say as fast as possible, just as I do them. So we do have an event that was kind of a surprise to me, but it's a very cool event. Last month's community member, I can never pronounce his name right, Valakis?
Valakis?
Valakis.
At least
yes.
that's how I pronounce it.
Yes, I think that's how he pronounced it in the Twitch TV chat. He created an event for Draconis and Leonis called, it's just, I guess, the first community event of many. And it's actually your chance to win 1 billion Zuli, apparently, from the Draco newspaper. So that's pretty crazy, but that's really only for Draconis players, while Leonis players can win up to 600 item all points, which is still pretty good. It's $6 of amazing points. Yes. I was trying to think of something, couldn't quite do that. But yes, it's just essentially you. Let me see if I can actually get this on the screen. But it's essentially you posting pictures of food with the word Rose Online, and in doing that, you're gonna win You're gonna win 1 billion Zuli. How awesome is that, guys? So definitely give that a consideration. And let me add this on there.
Angelic charm.
Alright.
So I'm like completely unscripted today, so I will be probably interjecting random throughout the entire interview. So this will be the fun stream with me. That I'm sick. So.
Exactly.
Ooh.
He's high on life. So with this, as you guys can see, it's very cryptic, but you can see the examples here of people posting pictures of food and just a paper note of them writing Rose Online. Very cute, very delicious. I'm super hungry, guys. So just simple as that, you posting something like that with your camera phone can allow you to win up to 1 billion Suli. Thank you.
I don't know what those are, but those look good. Bento box. Ooh, that looks good.
Alright, so with that, guys, just head to the forums. I've posted a link on Facebook, but I'll do it again probably after the stream. And it's just all you gotta do is create a forum account if you don't have one already. Use your camera phone, use your dad's old phone, camera phone, I don't know. His old camera, whatever. And you'll be able to win up to 1 billion or 600 item all points from Galactus. Galactus, yes. Alright, and once again, guys, if you have any questions regarding about Rose Online, the development, the latest patch, or anything like that, please provide it in the Twitch TV chat for your chance for it to be answered, and also for your chance to win a small prize. In saying that, let's segue to the actual community member for the month of May. Yay. So the community member for the month of May actually has been very helpful this month, and for the past few months has always been answering questions in the forums regarding bug reports or technical support, has always been active with all the forum events and whatnot, and actually more recently wrote a possible quest for the summer event, or the summer festival. Looks pretty fun, actually. But this person has just been a fantastic person overall, and this person is drum roll Genesis.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, sure. I'm a beatbox machine.
Alright, it is Buffy's. Yay.
Also,
yay. There
Thank
should
you,
be like
guys.
fanfare and lots of people cheering, but it's just us three.
Yeah, so thank you, Buffy's, for being so active, for being so helpful with the forums. With the past two community members of the month, I will be posting a bit more. I'll be highlighting a section within the live stream forum, so be on the lookout for that. But thank you again, Buffy's, for being so active and being so friendly and just being great overall. So thank you once again. Let's see. So someone asked about Genesis Bear.
We don't have Jen's Bear yet.
And we don't even have Genesis.
I guess that's there.
Technically.
Yeah, thank you to Emo for making a bear for me. I wasn't expecting that. That's awesome.
So okay, so good. It seems that Buffy's is the gentleman, so good on that. But yes, yes, Genesis is actually his bear is still being made by wonderful players. So well, I'm sure once. Do you know did they say they were sending it to you or to us?
I think they're gonna send it to you, and
Okay.
And then we'll hold it hostage.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jump over.
One more reason for Genesis to come back to the States.
Alright, so congratulations to Buffy's, and Genesis Bear will be coming soon. With that, oh, you want to?
No, I wasn't gonna say it. I was gonna say it. It's like with his bear, or he'll never see him again.
Oh, okay. Alrighty then. The next thing I wanted to discuss is the yes, guys. As you guys can see on the stream, the graduation event is you can see my little pointer is it'll be ending on May 31st, so that's about 2 days from now or so, and then immediately on June 1st the summer festival will be starting. So but that actually lasts the whole month, so that's the whole month of the beach and of Luna and killing trash. So
Cleaning trash.
cleaning trash, yes.
Yeah.
The E for everyone version. So yeah, announcements will go up later. They'll be going up tomorrow with the details about how Summer Festival goes. 2014. We have events planned and all that fun stuff. So please be aware of that. So if you haven't gotten your cap and gown yet, please pick that up as soon as possible because you'll have to wait till next year to pick that up.
Get your edumacation.
Yes. Thank you. But with that, I'll kind of segue into very poorly segue into. I guess since we do have Leonis and Genesis, you guys can kind of talk about the upcoming updates and Trooper asked about the DB stuff, the database stuff, so it kind of segues into that. Thank you so much for that question. If you guys can just talk about how Pegasus is going and what the database means and possibly the storage update as well, that'd be great.
Go for it, Jen.
Well, we're getting closer, that's for sure. I don't know, when do we expect to actually start public testing? Because I mean, we
have public testing technically on Pegasus, and Pegasus gets updated as things get fixed. There was hopefully going to be a fix applied today that gives more stability, but I haven't heard from our other programmer as to that yet. But Pegasus does get updated kind of infrequently based on whenever something gets finished. So, but I mean, as far as when we expect it to be fully finished, it's. I mean, I hate to put ourselves to a timeline only because we want to make sure it's done correctly and done to 100%. You know, we don't want to. We don't want to discover something
has to be done right.
Yeah, something broke, and then everybody's losing stuff or duplicating stuff, and everything just starts burning around us. So.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the more important updates to get right.
Yeah. But I mean, Jen, if you want to talk about what we're initially working on and what's expected to release, you can go for that.
Well, the main features that we have that are coming along with the database update itself is really just a back-end system update, which is to give us more flexibility in what we can do with items. Just being able to expand on the types of attributes we can add to items. And then we can use those to build new features that make use of those attributes. But with the initial update, what we're hoping to bring, or what we're going to have along with it, is the overhaul to the storage system, which you've probably seen on the forums. But with that, we basically add more storage space, and loads of storage space.
Lots of storage space.
There's lots of different options now. We have the account storage, which you've currently got, but now you can expand it up to, I believe it's 20 pages from 4.
Oh wow.
We have the new item mall storage, which allows you to store items which are designated as item mall items. So anything you buy from the item mall, you can put it into that storage. And the cool thing about that storage is that it's infinite. You can put in as much as you like.
So that was directly to try and address the issue where we would have players complain about wanting to buy costume sets but not having space. So in this regard, when you purchase an item, you don't have to ever worry about it affecting your storage on anything that you do in game. There's always going to be a designated space that you can put anything item mall related away, and it won't impact gameplay.
It's going to be awesome.
Everyone's so excited about it.
We also have another new type of storage, which is character-bound storage, which is essentially storage which is unique to the individual character. So it won't share between other characters on the account, but it's also an infinitely expandable storage. So you can have as many pages as you like from. You have to get expansion coupons for that one, but it's still infinitely expandable.
That storage is for the items that we designate as character bound. Usually those will be quest related things, so you don't have to worry about keeping it in your inventory and then not being able to put it into storage because it's no longer something you want to play with. So you can, for the people who want to do nostalgic keep track of the old things that they collect throughout the gameplay, but they don't have space for it. Like, I know that there's some quest items that are basically character bound, and the only way to get rid of it is to, sell it or break it down. And I know for myself, whenever I would be faced with something like that, it's like, oh, that kind of sucks. I worked hard for this, or I worked for it. Sometimes not that hard, but I have to get rid of it because it's taking up inventory space. And I can't put it in my storage because that's account storage. So it's for things like that, and hopefully you can use it to also organize personal stuff that you want to have just for that character, and it's just another accessible storage medium.
Gotcha. Well, PD Fisher asks, if Pegasus is still up, what exactly are you guys looking for? So, like, what would you guys want tested the most?
Anything.
I mean, I did have a list written up, but we haven't posted it yet, just because we're still trying to work out some of the bigger kinks before we.
Yeah, the major blaring things that have been found, like upon just logging in, they're fixing a lot of those. We will have a test list for Pegasus testers to try and go off and check and confirm, but like Jenna was saying, is we'll have a list, and right now it's gonna be literally everything. We want to test everything that you do, much. Because this is a back-end system update and it has affected the entire gameplay. So anything from a monster dropping an item to you picking it up, trading it, drop trading it, selling, buying, just everything you can think of that involves
just looking at another character.
Yeah, just everything. Because we are essentially we have completely redone how the game handles items, and believe it or not, skills are considered in effect an item because it has to have a designated storage space on your character's data. So everything needs to get tested.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, guys. If you guys have any other questions regarding about the DB or regarding about the recent update, please post it in the Twitch TV chat. We thankfully are graced with Leonis and Genesis to answer these questions for you guys today. And also, like I said before, anyone who is just chatting in Twitch TV chat will be awarded a random prize. So just randomly look for a mail from Gravity_ShazamO after the switch after the stream, and then you'll be able to.
I think you just try to combine Twitch and stream.
I think so.
And you made a new word.
All right, what a long day it's been, but yes. The next quick bit of news I wanted to go over, and if you guys have anything you want to talk about regarding Pegasus or excuse me, anything else, please kind of just interrupt me about it, because I know that's super important. But the next thing I wanted to talk.
As important as the players really want to know anything. I think we've done a fairly decent job of letting them know what we're doing, but I mean, if you have any specific questions, there's a few other things we can talk about as far as what we're working on or what's to expect from the initial launch of the update. But if no one really cares, I guess we can just sit here and just chat about the weather.
It's okay. I mean, the weather was okay.
It's kind of sunny. I don't know what it's like over in Genesis. I imagine rainy kind of day.
It's raining and it's night and it's windy.
There you go. Dark and gloomy.
Slightly anti-California.
Pretty much.
So I'll go over this real quick. For the Rose Online Facebook guys, for the almost close to a year, I think we've been posting up the costume you guys wanted to see in the Lucky Spin. We only got, once again, like about 2 days left for you guys to vote / like the images you guys want to see. So please head over to our Facebook, and it's pinned up at the very top. Just like the costumes you want to see in June's Lucky Spin, and the top 3 will be placed in there, along with a random costume that was just randomly picked to also be put in there, just kind of help balance things out just in case. And also maybe a new costume.
Maybe.
Okay.
we had some We had some miscommunication with our artists regarding the last costume sets that were made. The samurai costumes were supposed to have the multicolors, but we wanted to do some special patterns to them as well. And there was actually some problems with them that we had to go back and forth with, so it kind of got delayed with the next costume after that.
Ah, I see.
But we'll see if he's able to finish a new costume. Otherwise, I don't really want to bore you all with basically just the same costumes with new textures. Although they do look kind of cool. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
Alright, and once again, guys, if you want to be in the live stream, we are on Leonis in Adventure Plains. As you guys can see, the Jelly King running in the background or just hopping about, doing his business. So you can wreck up his day if you want to, and then you'll be in the background as well. But yes, please vote. It ends on the 31st, and from there, on the next maintenance, which will be on the 5th, that's when those customs will go in, along with some summer-themed items as well. So be excited about that, because who can't not be? The kind of one of the last things I want to kind of go over before we kind of strictly go to questions and then possibly end the stream is we are essentially having we're sponsoring a player to essentially stream Rose for us. And if you noticed it yesterday, or checked out our Facebook, this person, Zern, as most of you people know, has essentially streamed yesterday for a good close to 3 hours, pretty much playing and talking and helping out players. So if you guys want to check that out, we're going to have a set schedule for Zern to kind of stream, you know, every Wednesday or every Wednesday and Saturday, Sunday, whatever it may be. You know, you could definitely watch him. He'll eventually start giving out prizes and things like very small prizes and things like that. So be on the lookout for more information regarding that. And if you like streaming, or if you have experience and you love Rose, let us know, and we can definitely help sponsor you as well to kind of help get Rose out there, because I know you guys always want to have more players just running about. Even though there's already a lot, we can always have more. So definitely check out Facebook, or just message myself directly, CM ShazamO, on the forums, or you can just message our Facebook as well.
Can't even say his own name.
Yeah, I'm drunk.
And you're not sharing?
Let's see.
I see some questions that are actually pretty interesting on the chat.
One from Maxman.
There's a few. I mean, Maxman just wants me to tell him my secrets. My
saw
personal secrets, or the secrets of Rose? Because you know, totally different things here, man. And but actually, there's like questions like when will we be seeing expansions of Quest soon? That was from PD Fisher. We're hoping to work on a lot more Quest content stuff after we're done with the DB update, because the DB update right now is one of the biggest projects we've ever done to date. And it also will unlock a whole lot of potential of what we want to do with questing in the future. So that is going to be very much one of our next major focuses after the DB update is done. What about Trevor? Rob asks, what about more maps, armors, weapons for 230, higher levels? That's all pretty much the same content for us. You know, it's all extending the end game content, but at the same time, we want to make sure that the end game content has something worthwhile to do. I've given some insight to other plans that we've had that kind of extends content not by level range, but on things that you can do. We'll be working on actually the next armor tiers. The recent update to the Sea of Dawn armors was kind of a lead into that, where we want to try and expand more on armors to be based on individual classes, not just the first class anymore. Offer more builds and variant types. So you're going to start seeing a lot of different armors. And what we want to do with our artists is start creating tiers that look different even between each other. So it's expanding more on our artistic side, which just makes a lot more work for us, but we think it's going to be worth it in the end for all of you. what else would we have? There was one. Oh, any plans on making the exalted items disassemble, and to what if they do? And that one was from Zern. Yes. I'm not going to do it right now because it's kind of not ready. The end goal is not ready for what they would be breaking down into. I kind of want to introduce another system for a bit of refining, but not refining in the sense of increasing attack power, defense, and stuff like that. It's going to be refining like you're going to start modifying the stats that are on the equipment, those appraisal stats. And that'll be kind of involved with what some of the epic and exalted and all those high-end gears that you find, to help with them having a recyclability type of value. We want to work on more dungeons, we want to work on more maps. Making the content is really kind of time consuming and difficult for us to do, only because what can take us a week to create might only be an hour of content for you. So if we can spend a little bit more time trying to work on ways that make the content a little bit more, I don't know, dynamic, so that it's not quite the same and it has a repeatable value, it extends that time and effort value for us, for you. So that's kind of one of the reasons why some of the content is coming a little slower, in addition to the fact that the DB the DB update is occupying pretty much like 2/3, if not 3/4 of the team's time.
I'll just make a quick mention to kind of give us a short break, and I'll also say that we probably will take another 5 to 10 minutes of questions, and we'll probably have to end it there. But we did essentially revamp the birthday list for all the Rosarians in honor of King Arthur. So if you have a birthday, post it up on this thread, and we'll definitely promote you there, and so everyone can know that it's your birthday. So you gotta start dancing and drinking apple juice, doing those crazy things. So definitely check that out, guys.
Apple juice.
Yes.
If there's some, other details that we can go into, we've talked about the storage system and how it's being expanded and how it's being kind of sectioned off into different types of storages. Some of you may be aware of the weapon costuming system, or addition, I should say, where you can start putting on an alternate weapon appearance to what the weapons that you're wearing. It's a pretty simple idea where you can start using weapons of the same type as a costume piece, so that you can change your appearance based on that. The same restrictions will apply where you have to be able to equip the weapon in order to put it as a costume piece. The additional restriction is that the costume piece has to match the weapon type that you're wearing. So you're not going to be like looking like you're holding a sword, but you're actually shooting a bow or a crossbow. So it has to be, one-handed sword has to be costumed with a one-handed sword. You can't change that. There's going to be a review on if that's enough. There's discussion about the idea of maybe switching out certain weapons with certain weapons and keeping the melee with melee and range with range. But we're starting off with keeping it pretty strict where it has to be a matching type. And we'll see about changing that in the future. There's, I don't know, Jen, do you want to talk about the other ones?
Well, in addition to that, we have the changes to to how refine glows work. So, essentially, you'll be able to customize the glow color of the item's refine glow, and you'll be able to do that with items that let you, basically paint it a different color. But in addition to that, you can also refine up the item to increase the intensity or the brightness of the glow. So it's really just adding another way for you to customize the look of your items. And just also to note on that, any items that are that exist before the update goes live will keep the existing color. So we're not just going to change the color on you and expect you to change it back. they'll stay the same until you start modifying it.
I think a good comparison is when we did the hair color update. Anybody who had an existing hair color kept their original hair color until they wanted to change it. So it'll be along those lines, where we're not going to change anything on you, but the moment you want to change the color that you want of the glow, it will switch over to the new system.
Awesome. Great to hear. Alright guys, with that, let's, we'll take maybe 5 more minutes of questions if you guys have any questions left for Leonis and Genesis. I'll remind everyone that excuse me, that we probably will do another live stream relatively soon, and oh mercy, we'll do another live stream soon regarding once the database stuff is close to complete. We'll kind of maybe do like a round table of a live stream where we'll have all the developers sitting and answering your questions and answering questions that were asked before regarding about it, and whatever you guys would like. I'm sure that's something a lot of people would want to ask, just because with the DB change, I'm sure a lot of things would be or people would have a lot of questions regarding about all the crazy awesome changes that'd be happening.
Actually, I can take a chance right now, or opportunity, to make mention that there's a lot of you that are posting questions that are very content based inside the Warpportal, or the Twitch chat, and I really want to encourage I'll encourage the use of our class representatives. They're not necessarily just there for you as a class, but they're actually there to help filter any feedback that you have regarding game content. So even if it's not related to your class, you can go ahead and just let them know that there's something that you have attention on, whether it be an area's too mobby, or it's not mobby enough, or too challenging, too difficult, not difficult, experience yields, whatever, anything. Go to your class representative, or go to any class representative if it's not class related, and tell them what's on your mind. Their job and their role is intended to be so that they can help filter all of the feedback that the community has as a whole, whether it be in-game, on the forums, anything. Just as any way you can get in touch with them, and they should be able to filter that feedback to me and Genesis more directly, so that we can have the ability to give more focus to those particular issues. The more of you that go to them with the same matters, the more important it tends to come up, and the more likely it's going to get addressed quicker or sooner rather than later. So yeah, the class representatives are there for you, so don't be afraid to talk to them, any of them. And if you don't hear back from one of them, there's more than one in every category, and there's a bunch of them just in general. So yeah, make use of the class representatives. They're there for you, and they actually do want to know what's going on. They do want to help, so they're, make them work.
To answer Shinigami Z10, where do you find the class representative? I assume list, or the players?
The class representatives can be found listed on our forums. I believe that there was a thread left at some point.
I think Genesis made a thread about it.
Yeah, that should list them all. The other thing you can try doing is you can look at the I think our group listings for Rose. They're listed as a class representative group. And they have that title. If you ever see any of them post, they will be specifically listed as a class representative member. If you're wondering what particular class rep that they're part of, they'll have a special tiny title just above their avatar head that you can read. It'll say what class between any of the 8 second classes we have. But yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Leonis. And we'll get that link, and once again we'll actually post that link on Facebook for players to easily access. But with that, unfortunately we will have to be ending this stream. Just the Requiem stream took a bit of extra time from us, so we apologize. But the next stream, once again, these streams are meant to be kind of short, just kind of bifuls of information for you to be aware of what's going on in Rose Online. So with that, guys, make sure to always be active on our Facebook and our forums or Twitter. Even we actually have a Tumblr now that you can start following as well. So just always be active, because stuff always changes for the better here. Yes.
I would like to see a bit of a challenge for the next stream that you guys do. I can see right now that we have a little over 25 people in our stream watching. If we can get that number up to 50, we can do a special event. Just push an extra EXP bonus event or something like that. Double drops. If we can get up to 100, we'll throw out some.
Drop.
Yeah, we'll throw out some ridiculous bonuses just for like the weekend, or we can discuss it, but we'll do something crazy. But the more we can get, some of you guys to come and participate and watching us, it can really help, and we'll make it worth your while.
Yes. Other than us being amazingly entertaining, we can definitely add some stuff to the servers as well. And we do apologize that this was a bit late of a stream. I just wanted to get a stream in before, so we can announce the community member of the month once again, Buffy's. But yeah, because last I had to do a stream 2 weeks ago just to get the person from April, just because we were so busy during that time. But yeah, I like something like that, where if we can get up to like the hundreds, Genesis will show his face or something. I don't know. Never mind. No.
I like that screenshot you got of Buffy's.
But with that, guys, thanks again for watching. We'll definitely give you guys more notice on their next live stream, whether it be another Rose online update, or whether it be sit down with developers in a more interview kind of setting, where we could talk about the future of Rose and what's going on with Rose a bit more. But I can't thank you enough, Leonis.
It's my pleasure.
And Genesis.
No problem.
For joining us today. And we will see you guys next time. And remember, if you talked randomly in the chat today, you will look for a message from either Warpportal or from Gravity_ShazamO, and you'll win a prize. So it pays to watch us be professional. But we'll see you guys next time.